What's going on, folks? Surround Sound Podcast right here. I am your man, R. Hunter Jr., the truth and not a rumor. The whole cast, the whole crew is in the building. Miss Desiree Holiday and my guy, Troy Terrell. We are, you know what, Troy, I like this beat, man. It's a lot more mellow than our usual Rock the Mic joint. But it's very necessary and appropriate. We're celebrating the life of one of hip-hop's legend is not even the correct term to describe for him. You know, the dude, Tupac, he was a larger than life figure. He left us at about 24. And I'm 35 now. So when I go back and I think what I was doing at 24, I just could not have touched as many lives as Tupac did. But you know what they say, man, a lifetime is a lifetime. And he definitely lived his life. We're coming from Music Row Studios. Surround Sound Podcast, sponsored by Healthy Junk Food of Nashville. You know, make sure you check out our fan page. That's facebook.com/Surround Sound Podcast, spelled like it sounds. And also on Instagram. Also, man, I've been getting mad love, Desiree. I've been getting mad love on Twitter. I got like 2 new followers. Exactly, man. So, just keep rocking out with us. Also, man, thanks to everyone for rocking with us on Surround Sound Podcast starting lineup on Facebook Live. We'll be right back at you. Well, I guess when you guys hear this, we will already have done Facebook Live. The Facebook Live overtime. But make sure you go and check it out. We're going to try to give you some stuff on Instagram, like video and all that good stuff, too. So we can just keep everybody abreast to what's going on. And like I said, this is All Eyes on Me, instrumental Tupac, man. We got Scarface featuring Tupac coming up, and it's a surround sound double play because we got the Notorious B.I.G. breaking on habits. And it's crazy because Tupac died this week. Tupac died this week, and the Notorious B.I.G. dropped Ready to Die this week. Now, that's one of the hip-hop ironies right there. So, we'll be back in a minute with Funky 4 Plus One More. But before that, Scarface featuring Tupac Smile, and then Notorious B.I.G. Breaking Habits featuring T.I. and Slim Thug.
It's going to be some stuff you're going to see that's going to make it hard to smile in the future. But through whatever you see, through all the rain and the pain, you got to keep your sense of humor. You got to be able to smile through all this bullshit.
Lifestyles be closed caption, addicted to fame attractions. Pictures of actions be played back in the midst of mashing. No fairy tales for this young black male. Some see me stranded in this land of hell, jail and crack sales. Hustling and hardly think of culture or the repercussions while busting on backstabbing vultures. Selling my soul for material wishes, fast cars and bitches. Wishing I lived my life a legend, immortalized in pictures. Watch that tears say your sympathy. My childhood years were spent burying my peers in the cemetery. Here's a message to the newborns waiting to breathe. If you believe, then you can achieve. Just look at me, against all odds. Though life is hard, we carry on. Living in the projects, broke with no lights on. To all the seas that follow me, protect your essence. Born with less, but you still precious. Just smile for me now. Smile for me now. Smile. Look at all Sam. Nigga, you black. Smile for me now. You ain't got nothing to be worried about. No doubt. Smile for me now. And the next generation. Now as I open up my story with the blaze of your blood, so you can picture thoughts slowly upon phrases I write, and I can walk you through the days that are done. I often wish that I could save everyone, but I'm a dreamer. Have you ever seen a nigga who was strong in the game, overlooking his tomorrows and it finally came. Look back on childhood memories and I'm still feeling the pain. Turning circles in my ninth grade to dealing cocaine. Too many houses in my local life, surviving the strain. And a man without a focus life could drive me insane. Stuck inside a ghetto fantasy, hoping it changed. But when I focus on reality, we broken and chained. Had a dream of living wealthy and making it big. Over football, chose to cook raw and taking it dig. And after all my mama's thanking God for blessing a child, all my mama got to do now is collect it and smile. Smile. Furious speeds and answer questions keep us all stressing. Curious G, backstabbed and bleeding, crooked thoughts laced with weed. Learning, ducking straight shots, bullets be hot, they burning. Inhaling sherm smoke, visualize the flames. Well, I've been smothered by my own pain. Strange wisdom, cowards conversate, so quick to distance. Taking pictures for the feds in desperate hopes they get us. Hit us all, give us plenty centuries. Forgive my sins, since I entered many penitentiaries. The best revenge is fuck friends. We military minded soldiers, busting shots blindly, trying to find Jehovah to help me. Somebody save me. Lost and crazy, scared to drop a seed, hoping I ain't curse my babies. Maybe now niggas feel me now, picture my pain, embrace my words, make the world change. And still I smile, nigga. And now a moment of silence. Let us pray. And as you journey into outer space, may the angels help to lead the way. May the prayers that our families made shine up on your soul and keep you safe. And all the homies that have passed away, they're there to greet you as you pass the gates. And as you head to the tunnel's light, I hope it leads to eternal life. We say the prayer for the homie Pop.
Yeah, boy. This is the Surround Sound Podcast, baby. Double play style.
Hey, what it is, pimpin'? Slim Thug and T.I.P. doing the B.I.G. The B.I.G. You understand what I'm saying? Hey, PSC pimpin'. Y'all already know what it is, man. It's a bad boy thing, man. Grand collaboration, y'all already know, man. Boss Hall was happening. Hey, A-Town pimpin'.
Slim Thug, I roll strap, Glock 40 in my lap. I rap, but still think like I'm grinding in the trap. Trying to adapt to the change from the streets to the game. Can't be selling CDs and still selling them things. The snitches drop names and bring a lot of problems. And putting something in their head, the only way you gon' solve them. Jack and stay plotting, watching your every move. And the minute you snooze will be the minute you lose, dude. That's the rules, so I cruise with the tools to fix the damn fools who think I'm slipping with my jewels. Breaking no habits so hard to do. That's why you see me on the same block with the same crew. And everybody sitting fat, living good. And I'm the only nigga that be rapping in my hood. I was raised by the hustlers and gained by the G's. And taught by the bosses how to stack that cheese.
You got bitch G shit still a part of you. Could break your old habits so hard to do. You still watch for the haters in the rod crew. Could break your old habits so hard. Hey, went on shot that nigga like I started to. Hey, could break your old habits so hard to do. Fresh out the dealership, cracking open cigars in the cool, man. Could break your old habits so hard to do.
Damn, it feel good to see people up on it. Flip 2 keys in 2 weeks and didn't flaunt it. My brain is haunted with mean dreams, GS's with BBs on it. Supreme schemes to get richer than Richie quickly. Niggas wanna hit me if they get me. Dress my body in linen by Armani, check it. My lyrical carjack, make your brain splat. High caliber gaps is all I fuck with. Now keep the rough shit in my circumference. Mad bitches with mad Lucci, bulletproof vests under their coochie. Spitting my Uzi, don't lose me. My trigger niggas represent. Driving dirty in J30s, getting bent. Until my hit hoes, my murder mommies. I be smoking trees in Belize when they find me. While you still killing niggas with Panani. Like Connie and Cyrus up in Cyprus. Fuck your Roy, you on the floor with the virus. While I just sling coke, smoke pounds and choke. Got lawyers watching lawyers so I won't go broke. Now check it, them country niggas call me Frank White. I'm squirting off in my loft, of course I know my shit's tight. Sunrise, open my eyes, no surprise. Got my shorty flying in with keys taped to her thighs. With all the utensils who hate my China thing. She half black, half oriental. 86, she got me rental.
You got rich, G shit still a part of you. Could break an old habit so hard. Hey, you still watch for the haters in the rod. True, why? Could break an old habit so hard. Hey, went on shot that nigga like I started to. Hey, could break an old habit so hard. Dude, fresh out the dealership, cracking open cigars in the coupe, man. Could break an old habit so hard. I used to drive a Chevy Monte Carlo, bricks to blow all in it. I would talk to sell the shit, you put your nose all in it. Let my bitch drive the Benz, but the roads off limits. Hey, how you call yourself pimpin' with hoes all in your business? What it is, the music biz of the streets, make a decision. Hey, I do this in my sleep and you way out your division. Pimp this game we play for keeps and the rules remain hidden. This ain't a place for lame and that snitching shit is forbidden. I'm sitting in the kitchen and whipping with hopes to get it back. All that off a brick to go blow us to even 50 stacks. And now I'm sitting back, thinking about the time when a nigga get 100 G's, think you went down. When they look for loyalty in the game, it ain't fair. They things ain't the same, they changed, it ain't fair. Real niggas dead doing their time and they ain't here. You commit the same crime, come home the same year. You get rich and G shit still a part of you. Could break an old habit so hard. Hey, you still watch for the haters in the rod crew. Why? Could break an old habit so hard. Hey, went on shot that nigga like I started to. Hey, could break an old habit so hard. Dude, fresh out the dealership, cracking open cigars in the coupe, man. Could break an old habit so hard. Dude.
And we're back. Surround Sound Podcast. I am R100 Jr., the truth and not a rumor. Funky 4 plus 1 more time. We're going to start off with college football. Once again, we have not been here in the week. So college football has already started. We're actually in the second week for most teams. We're going to start off with UT. In my head, well, I won't say in my head, in my heart, I think UT can possibly be a national title contender. I also think Jalen Hurd is extra dope. I don't think he'll be able to win the Heisman Trophy this year, although I did tweet that going on the first week because he recovered a fumble in the end zone in overtime against Appalachian State. However, I think he'll be a serious contender next year. Getting to UT, though. Battle of Bristol versus Vitech, they won 45-21 in stirring fashion. I mean, the whole second half was them. Big shouts out to Dobbs. He really led the troops and rallied the troops. Next week, they'll be at Ohio, and as I said, they're 2-0. University of Memphis, well, they're 1-0. They beat Southeast Missouri 35-17. They'll be playing Kansas next week. University of Memphis, they had a stellar year last year. They're looking like they could really do some things in the American Athletic American Football Conference. So we're gonna see what those guys can do. Big shouts out to Vandy. That's the home team right there, WLAC 1510. Home station. They're 1-1. They beat MTSU 47-24. However, they lost a heartbreaker to South Carolina. They traveled to ATL to take on Georgia Tech this coming Saturday. And of course, that means MTSU lost to Vandy, and they'll be 1-1. They had a big blowout win last week against Alabama A&M. Also, Stockstill, the coach's son, that quarterback is nice. I also got a chance to get familiar with him when he was in high school. He went to Siegel. Man, he's amazing. Honestly, he may get a shot at NFL, depending on how he develops. Gonna have to check his, height. Maybe if he grows an inch or two more. But the boy is nice. So big shout out to MTSU, man. That's the alma mater right there. TSU. T stands for Tennessee. They beat Jackson State in the Southern Heritage Classic they beat Jackson State in the Southern Heritage Classic. That makes them 2-0. I thought they had lost. When I was checking in with the game, I think I checked in until like about halftime and thereafter, and they were down. So they had a stirring comeback, and that keeps their win streak alive against Jackson State. There's up to 5 games now. But more importantly, Desiree, the Battle of the Bands. You saw it. You're not going to be biased because you were in the Aristocrat Band. So
not at all. No, I'm totally biased. I unfortunately was not able to make the game down to Memphis. I had to work. But a lot of my friends went. They had a great time. They said it was a great game. Both bands, of course, brought their A game.
But
I think TSU killed it simply because of musicality. Jackson, the first song they played, I heard that trumpet, missed that screamer, and it was bad.
You know what? I always feel like, and not to cut you off, I'm like, I guess maybe my ears aren't, of course they're not for band, but you can really tell when like maybe one trumpet is off.
You can, yes, and that does take a lot of ear training and knowing, what to listen for and how. But yeah, you can tell. You can really tell. And I could tell there's a point in the battle where Jackson State got mad because TSU, I've always loved TSU band because they can fill up a stadium no matter how many people they have in their band. And their first song, it was just so much echo and reverb and in a beautiful way. And when they played their first note, and I was like, that's TSU. That's what they bring every time. And I could tell Jackson got mad because they finally matched their volume. They finally matched, and they came out with their first note like, wow, and kind of made the big kind of reverberation sound that I know TSU can always make. So I'm like, oh, they got mad. They got real mad because they about to get blown out. Now, what I'm still trying to do my research on who walked out first. Okay. But Southern Heritage Classic, they've got it down to a science where they're like, okay, guys, only 5 songs per such and such. A real fifth quarter will go and go and go.
I remember like back in 90. No, this is probably like 2000. Southern Heritage Classic 2000. Like, it was me and homeboy or whatever. Dude, we left the game. And, well, we didn't leave the game, but it was after the game. So we went out, we mingling, doing all that good stuff.
Right.
And we still hear, like, music and noise coming. I'm like, what is this? We go back in. Nobody's, like, in the stands.
Yes.
Except both teams. Both bands.
Yeah.
So I guess Jackson State is the Sonic Boom of the South, right?
Yes.
And the Aristocrat bands.
Aristocrat.
Of bands.
Yes.
And it was crazy. So yeah, we were out mingling for at least an hour and a half. So I definitely believe you on that.
Yeah, they put a cap on that a long time ago, Southern Heritage Classic.
Yeah, because you guys will be there like all night. Also, speaking of NCAA, the NCAA is to move the 2016 and 17 championships from North Carolina due to the state law that limits civil rights protection, basically dealing with transgender bathroom issues. This is one of those things. I'm not surprised. However, I think it's a state issue, and when it comes to a state issue, I think national organizations and the national federal government needs to really just step back. This is one thing I can agree with that Mike Pence said about another issue, and that's the vice president. Well, he's not the vice president, but he's a running mate with Donald Trump, and he said, "Hey, these things are state issues. Who cares what we think on a federal level because the state should decide." And I definitely agree with that. I don't think that the NCAA should take away these championships from North Carolina. Soccer, wrestling, basketball. I mean, at golf also. And then if they take away those championships, I mean, what is that to say for the schools that are actually there? North Carolina, Duke, who else? I'm going blank right now. But, NC State, like all these schools, like what is that? Are we going to kick them out of the NCAA now or what? But that's crazy. That's crazy. Number 3 in the Funky 4+ Mo. Speaking of politics, seems the political stances in the NFL during the national anthem are growing. But Brandon Marshall, linebacker of the Denver Broncos, has seen the brunt of it first. CenturyLink and Air Academy Federal Credit Union have basically dismissed Brandon Marshall on the stances that he's take. Brandon Marshall was like the first guy on this past Thursday night. He knelt. Is that a word? Knelt. He kneeled for the national anthem. Also, Brandon Marshall went to the University of Nevada and played with Colin Kaepernick, so that's where that comes into play right there. However, Russell Simmons, and this is like late breaking today, Russell Simmons says he will seek out Brandon Marshall, and his company is Rush Card, so at least he's going to be able to recoup some of that money that he's losing from those two entities. And on another note, CenturyLink has seen the brunt of some things when it comes to people now taking away service. Like CenturyLink does like internet, TV, phone, and all that stuff. They have a good friend down in Texas. She said, "Hey, I'm taking away. I'm not going to do business with you because of that." And I think that's how we support our athletes. And regardless of what it is, if you think that they are doing well, or if you agree with their stance, well, if somebody takes away from them in their home, then, hey, you do business with other people. So and as that goes, I think that's super dope of her and others around the United States. Major League Baseball coverage, and I am rocking my Cubs hat because our magic number is 5. We're 92-51. If you don't know what a magic number is, basically what a magic number is the combination of wins and losses from the first and the second place team that adds up to, as you get down in the season, you only have a certain allotment of games. And the Cubs' magic number is 5, and our second place team is the Cardinals. So if the Cubs win 5 games or the Cardinals lose 5 games, then we're right there. Also, they're in a series right now, so we're going to see that. Hopefully, we see that number dwindle to about 2 or 3 right there. Also, the Detroit Tigers, 77-66, second in the AL Central Division. I don't know, I went blank again, but they're still in contention for the wild card spot. One back of Toronto. They're looking like they can possibly do it, but they're like 3 teams log jam right there. So that's probably going to go down to the wire. I think it's Toronto, it's Baltimore, it's Detroit. We're going to see how that goes. Braves and White Sox, we usually cover them, but they're basically out of contention and they suck. So we're not going to worry about them. Coming up in entertainment news, Paris Monroe. She's an ATL teacher that is blowing up Instagram. We got some thoughts right there on that. Also, we got a question. Should there be a cap on teachers? And when I say a cap on teachers, their age. I'm going to bring that up, so make sure you stay tuned with us. The One Mo, and the One Mo usually comes from the political arena. Trump supporters are mad at Hillary Clinton for calling half of Trump supporters deplorable, which is very ironic to me because your head guy has said more names about more people than any political candidate I've ever heard of. So for you to be mad just because she said that half of y'all are deplorable and is beyond me. But she also said that half of you guys are all right. So that's strange. I don't know. Like, what are they thinking? But we'll be right back on more of the podcast. We got a little music right here. Surround Sound Podcast, baby.
I was running through the 6 with my walk. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. Running through the 6 with my walks. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. Don't fuck with them niggas, they too irrational. Whoa, this is that nasty flow. Top boy in this shit, I'm so international. Reps up is in here, got P-Rain and Chubby and TJ and Winnie and whoa. Yeah, and you know how that shit go. I might declare it a holiday as soon as Baca get back on the road. Yeah, but you know how that shit go. They so irrational, they don't want to patch it up, they want to mash it up. Whoa. My nigga Jibber, he whip it, I ride in the passenger. I'm way up, I stay up, I'm 2 up, I'm 3 up, I had to get back to you. Whoa. I'm turning into a nigga that thinks about money and women like 24/7. That's where my life took me, that's just how shit happened to go. And you know, running through the 6 with my was running through the 6 with my woes. And you know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. Running through the 6 with my woes. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. Running through the 6 with my woes. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. Running through the 6 with my woes. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. Running through the 6 with my woes. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. Running through the 6 with my woes. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. You know how that shit go. Running through the 6 with my woes. You know how that shit go.
And we are back. Surround Sound Podcast. I am R. Hunter Jr., the truth and not a rumor. It's entertainment section. We got celebrity and sports birthdays, anniversaries, and deaths. We've already acknowledged Tupac, his 20-year anniversary of his death. Magic and Cookie Johnson celebrated 25 years of wedded bliss last week. Big shout out to them. Also, 12 years in Nashville. Concrete Magazine, they have been doing their thing. Big shout out to Concrete, man. They have a weekly publication, and their joint is dope. They talk about a lot of underground artists, a lot of DJs, a lot of just the whole hip hop genre as it speaks to Nashville. So big shout out to them. One time to my baby mom, Taraji P. Henson. She is 46. Ludacris turned 39. Elephant Man turned 41. He's a reggae artist, not the actual Elephant Man, but you know the movie and all that. Anyway, 2 Chainz is 38. Every time I think of 2 Chainz, he gives me not added hope, but he enthuses me in doing this Surround Sound podcast because 2 Chainz was like 31 when he hit. He was like 30, 31. And for a rapper, that's old. So, 2 Chainz, he stuck to it. Once upon a time, he was Titty Boy with Ludacris and with, Ludacris's camp or whatever, Disturbing the Peace, DTP. So, one time to 2 Chainz, he's 38. Also, big shout out to everybody that went to One Music Fest. Dude, I wish I could have been there. Down in ATL, man. The Dungeon family got back together, everybody. My other baby mama, Jennifer Hudson, she's 34. Yao Ming, big shout out to Yao Ming. This has been a great week for him. Great 2 weeks for him. It's his birthday, and then he got inducted to the Hall of Fame, I just hate that injury capped his career because he was one of the great big men. He was like 7'6", and he was just dope though. Barry White, he was born 1944 to 2003. He died this week. Busy Bone, 39 years old on this week. Big shout out to Busy Bone. And I'm gonna miss everybody. Notorious B.I.G. Like I told you guys earlier, Ready to Die dropped 20 years ago today, and it's very dope. What am I trying to say? It's just a very dope album to me because that was like the first album. That was the first CD I ever bought. The first tape I ever bought was Mary J. Blige was the 411. I guess I'm showing my age, but at the same time, they are dope classic albums, so I feel better. Number 2, the medium on the entertainment, Lil Wayne and Cash Money. Lil Wayne is in Cash Money mode, and he has been that way for like this whole 2016. Is crazy. He actually jumped on stage during Drake's concert stop in Houston, saying Baby and CMR, Cash Money Records that is, almost had him quit rapping. And they are in the midst of a huge legal battle where it is said that Baby and CMR owe Weezy like $51 million. Also, Weezy was on Undisputed with Shannon Sharp, the new show on FS1. Big shout out to them. And he was talking to Shannon Sharp, and he was like, even if he gets this $51 million, he can't do any business with Baby. And I can really dig that because it's not even a music thing. You know what I mean? This is like fam. Like he referred to this dude as his dad. You know what I'm saying? He said Baby refers to himself as Birdman, and Lil Wayne referred to himself as Birdman Jr. So that's like a family thing right there. So I really hate that for them. But it all seemed pretty seedy to me because like back in the early 2000s, the feds and the IRS had kind of came for Baby and all that. And then that's right after that, you get YMCMB. So I think they put some things in Lil Wayne's name just to escape the feds, and then they didn't pay him everything he was supposed to get. it was a crazy situation. But one time to Drake though, Drake has after Andre 3000 indirectly called him out because of writing and all that, not writing his own rhymes. I think he was a stand-up guy for standing up with Lil Wayne, because Lil Wayne is the one that got him. I won't say got him on, because he had been rapping and he was getting solicited for. He was getting solicited for millions of dollars when it comes to getting a deal. But Lil Wayne has said, "Hey, you that guy." He ponied up the money for him. So I think that the fact that Drake is saying, you know what, forget baby, go on and do your own thing, and when you get your settlement and everything, then hey, I'm rolling with you. I think that's big. I think Drake really did the right thing right there. Number 3, and this lady has boosted my morale like all day long. I've been waiting to get in here so we could talk about this. The internet blows up over a teacher in ATL. Now, okay, let's just get past the obvious here. The lady is fine as all outdoors. This is true. I'm looking at her picture now. You know what I mean? Desirae's like, she's just fine as all outdoors. I mean, she's a pretty lady. She went to Alabama State. She's an Alabama State grad. One time to the Hornets. And her clothing. Now, when you have a nice shape, you just got a nice shape. I mean, it ain't really much she can do. I know that teachers back in the day were like the granny. We were talking about it earlier. Troy was telling about one of his teachers that had the glasses on the nose, I guess the plait pigtails. Well, not necessarily plait pigtails, but gray hair and long dresses all the way to the floor. And that's what we think of when we think of teachers, like old people. Well, she's young and vibrant, I must say. But this is my thing. This is my take, folks. When I was in the 6th grade, that was my best year of school. Like, I was like 1B away from making principal's list. And you know what, folks? Don't get it twisted. I have never come that close to making principal's list again. But my teacher, she was a very nice looking lady. I will say this, her dress was different. Her, what she wore was different than this young lady's. But is there something to that? I remember Miss Middlebrook, first, middle, and last name. Is it something to, one, having a nice-looking teacher, but more importantly, having a young teacher, someone that identifies and can just really relate to and be able to correlate things to these students? When I was working for Murfreesboro City Schools, and I worked for them for like 12 years, it was a lady that was like so old, like she had basically been teaching in MCS, Murfreesboro City School System, for like 50 years. Like, it was kids there that she was teaching, and she had teach like their parents. This was crazy to me. But, hey, everybody said she was a great teacher. Well, my thing is should there be a cap on teaching age? Because I just, of course, certain skill sets when it comes to teaching does not change. This is true. But in trying to find things that correlate to younger students, that does. Like, when she was, 25 years into the game, the things were different. So is she, I don't know, maybe it should be like maybe a test that has to do with being able to correlate things to younger students. I think that's the bottom of the subject right there. That's the most important thing. But I don't know, maybe there should be a cap on teaching age. Moving right along. Catch us on Surround Sound Podcast Overtime on Facebook Live. And also right after this, we got Football 101 coming up next. But lastly, is Outkast making a new album? That's woo. I couldn't run out and buy it quick enough. But Gucci Mane said in an article recently that he had did some music with Outkast, with Dre and Big Boy. Also, they were at one music fest, so that might be, I don't know, that might be the thing to coming back. I don't know. Gucci Mane may have let the cat out the bag. We're going to see, man. We'll be back more on the podcast.
What's that? What? Uptown New Orleans in this bitch. We VN, you understand? With this hot girl Missy, fucking with these uptown gorillas. And then, If it don't make dollars, it don't make sense. Do your thing, girl.
Y'all don't wanna give me my props. I'ma have to lick 2 shots. I'ma knock. Pop the enemy till it drop. Make his whole body go hippie to the hop. Well, I won't stop till I get up to the top. Gotta blow any other state off the map. And I got a whole lot of cheddar in my pox. Better give me 5 mics, give me props. Say you sick of my clicking my shit. Cause I got a whole lot of hits and no tricks. Just a baseline, few snares, few kicks. Make the whole industry wanna go and bit. I say you sit, we sit, I sit. While I go shit on a mix like this. Say you spit, I spit, we spit. Bet you can't fuck with a nigga like this. Check me out. You ain't no nuts, but you can't resist. If you come hard, better come legit. We gon' talk shit cause we confident. If you think not, then you're bound to sit. Ain't no nuts, but you can't resist. If you come hard, better come legit. We gon' talk shit cause we confident. We gon' show you so you best believe. Y'all don't wanna put me on the front page, all the shit I done done. Now you wanna fuck around and grade my shit. Let's talk about the million niggas who big. It's only one Timothy from the V. And the whole industry going beep beep. Now I gotta go change up my beats so another nigga won't duplicate me. Yeah, got styles, got shows, videos. And my shows, it grows. And I sing, I flow, I blows. And I know y'all niggas know when I come swift with the 1-2 kick. If you got a blunt, got a light, got a lit. Yeah, don't stop, won't quit. And I made 1.6 admit. Check me out. Ain't no nuts, but you can't resist. If you come hard, better come legit. We gon' talk shit cause we confident. If you think not, then you're bound to sit. Ain't no nuts, but you can't resist. If you come hard, better come legit. We gon' talk shit cause we confident. We gon' show you so you best believe.
I'm that nigga that told them AKs. B.G is what they call me. I be in them project hallways. Beef with me, you gon' be sorry. Me and my niggas will shut your block down. We got queso, put them Glocks down. You scared to come outside. Them hot boys got you on lockdown. This nigga here from CMB. Roll with a click about 20 deep. Cause I made a meal, don't mean I ain't gon' keep it real with my peeps. All I have is thugs in my clique. All my niggas, they come off the street. Now all of a sudden, hoes on my dick. Cause I'm on BET and MTV.
It ain't no secret, this nigga be project. Getting paid, that's what's my object. Ain't none of you niggas gon' stop this. Cause I'm about making a profit. I'm all about getting it locked, dawg. Don't wanna be on the block, yo. Cause bitches be making them cop calls while I be making drop off. Man, and Fresh, he hook me up too. Tell the play haters I say fuck you. You needs to worry about you instead of what to not do. Trippin' out and hooked up with Missy. Bitches gon' hate me, bitches gon' diss me. A lot of you niggas gon' miss me. I'm gon' be here, you gon' be history.
Welcome back, folks. This is Football 101. This is our first installment of Football 101. As you know, this past Thursday, last Thursday was the the opening kickoff game of the 2016/2017 NFL football season. We're going to be covering 4 teams, and actually all 4 of the teams that we are be covering have lost. They're 0-1. First of all, the Falcons, they lost. They'll be playing the Raiders next week, hopefully getting back to 500. Cowboys lost. Let me talk about the Cowboys for a second. Knew this was coming. The Cowboys are the most entertainingly losing and sometimes winning team ever. I don't care what team you like in the NFL that is not the Cowboys. You know about the Cowboys, though. Like, it's America's team for more than one reason. It's America's team because people love to hate them and because people love them. Like, I cannot think of any other team in any other sport that is as polarizing as the Dallas Cowboys. And they just lose in spectacular fashion. It's like watching a soap opera every time you look at them. Like, okay, first of all, Terrence Williams, your Madden awareness score rating, it's in the basement now, dude. Like how you didn't go out of bounds and you had a chance to is beyond me. Like, these are things that you go over every Friday when you do the 2-minute drill. For people that don't play football, like Friday is like that day where, you know, you're just running around in helmets and T-shirts and shorts. And it's a light practice because you're just going over situational football. And situational football is what happened then. Dude, you had like 13, 14 seconds left on the clock. You catch the ball. You don't need the first down. And that's what he was going for. They were like at the 40. All you had to do was get out of bounds, dude. That's all you had to do. Like, it was get out of bounds. I'm sorry, y'all. Like, that's all he had to do. And see, that's why I dropped Terrence Williams on my fantasy team, Troy. That's why I dropped him last year, because he was not consistent. He was like not mentally there. And it was crazy, because if he gets out of bounds, then the clock stopped. And Dak Prescott, which is like one of my Rookie of the Year prospects, he would have got his first win. And Dak Prescott played a hell of a game to be a rookie, dude, in the NFL. You played a great game. Big shouts out to Carson Wentz also. He had the Eagles to win in week 1. And I think that's really big when you're a rookie in the NFL, playing the quarterback position, playing the most important, possibly the most important position in all the sports. And you win, and they ruined that for Dak Prescott. So, Terrence Williams, you might be on the bench next week at the Washington Red. Well, not the Washington. It's I'm calling them the Washington's professional football team. I think they need to change that logo, that nickname. Hey, we're being progressive. Try to be progressive also. Also, my Bears, they lost in spectacular fashion also. The Bears and the Titans, they're my two favorite teams, y'all. They lost the same exact way, so I'm not going to spend time on both of them. I'm just tell you what happened. They were winning the first half, doing exemplary, whatever that word is. Maybe I shouldn't say exemplary. Doing just awesome work on the field in the first half, special teams, defense, and offense. Then you hit halftime. And I guess we just forgot how to play. The Bears just lost to the Houston Texans and made me have to eat all my words on Facebook, because I got Facebook friends that are in Houston. And like, of all the teams, like, not them. And also on top of that, Houston is in the Titans division. So you got to do that, man. Titans played the Vikings, lost the same exact way. Good in the first half, but in the second half they literally dropped the ball. DeMarco Murray had a fumble, and on top of that, they just stopped running the pill. Like, and I know, like, at the end, it got away from them, so they had to throw. But there's no way in the world that Marcus Mariota should be throwing the ball 41 times, one, with his legs and how he can run the ball, and two, when you got DeMarco Murray and Derrick Henry in your backfield. That hurt my feelings, because I just know we were just going to play smash mouth football. Although, but big shout out to the Vikings, because they are the NFC North Division reigning champs. So they're not no pushovers at all. But when the Vikings have lost their starting quarterback to a leg injury, and you let old man River himself come in, Sean Johnson, come in and beat you, that's big. And Sean Johnson did not throw a touchdown. He got him in the field goal position, and he did not make a mistake. They scored 2 touchdowns on defense. We can't have that, Titans. We cannot put the ball on we cannot put the ball on the ground, for one, and we just cannot. We cannot. We just cannot do that right there. Anyway, the Titans trying to come back against Detroit. Detroit sucks. Yes, I think Detroit sucks. I think Detroit sucks. I always think Detroit sucks because they're in the Bears division. So Titans, come back for me like that. You know what I mean? Mariota with 41 attempts. That should never happen, ever. Also, the Bears play on Monday Night Football. One time to my cuz, Crunchy, I'm sorry, bro. Y'all gonna lose on Monday Night Football. We'll be back in just a second with more Surround Sound Podcast. See y'all in a minute.
Yeah. A little something for all the OGs out there that put the foundation together. I was doing this thing before I even knew what to do with this thing right here, you know? But just to let them know what time it is, how we get down. Me, Cocaine, and Battle Cat. I'll let y'all know how we do this thing here. Check this out, y'all.
We stay on point like Stacey Adams.
24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Can you dig it? That's real talk, baby. You know what?
We stay on point like Stacey Adams.
That's real talk right there, baby.
Stacey Adams.
I'm in a 3-piece suit, looking too cute, mashing, flashing, looking for a prostitute. Boo-boo, you got that loot? I'm watching you, you watching me. It's all to the gravy cause it's VIP, and everything in here moving belong to me. The components say, was given to me by a pimp buddy of mine, Disco D. He told me, Frisco E, this here gon' be the baddest pimp nigga that you ever gon' see. Colder than Fillmore Slim, tilt that brim, Snoop Dogg. Gonna sell that trim, keep it crackin' like pistachios. Get that money and continue to mash these hoes. And when the players ball roll around again, I'm guaranteed to win. You know why? Cause we stay up, boy, like Stacey Adams. 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Yeah, yeah. Hell no. You know why? We stay up, boy, like Stacey Adams. You know, that's all we know how to do. Stacey Adams. G'd up from the feet up.
That's that Prince joint, yo. Welcome back, Surround Sound Podcast. This is the sign of the times. This is when I give you just an interesting tidbit on something that I have seen this week, something that I have ran across. But make sure you look in. I'm in the box, so I think if you go up or to the side, you can see our Instagram place, how to get to our Instagram and all that good stuff. So big shouts to everybody that's on Instagram right now, rocking with us, Surround Sound Podcast. What's up, Allie? I appreciate that. Like, you know how we do. Get down. You need to holler at me. For real, Allie McBeal, you need to holler at me. You know, we're trying to do some work now, and I know you can do it. Also, I want to get to some news before I get to the sign of the times. Olympic athletes' files were hacked. And it's crazy because there's some big names in that joint. Somebody, when I get on the show, what's up, Fahim? You can't be sending me a message, Fahim, while I'm trying to do it. Dude, it came all on the screen and everything. But hey, Fahim dope when it comes to poetry and all that. So hey, we're gonna rap. We're gonna rap for a second, Fahim. Bye to everybody on the Surround Sound Instagram joint. But yeah, Olympic athletes got hacked, yo. And it was some big names. It said that Serena's in the joint, Venus and Serena Williams are in the joint, and also Simone Biles. But Simone Biles had stepped to the forefront already. She was like, "Hey, yo, I got a medical exemption for what my problem is. She has ADHD. So, but she had So basically, I think you get some type of steroid when you have ADHD to calm you down, so you can go ahead and do what you do. But Fancy Bear, which is a hacking organization, is being charged with trying to, well, not trying, but getting into people's business, for lack of a better word. It's crazy. Like, basically, what hacking is being nosy. That's crazy. I guess it's true what they say. Big shout out to Nas. You know, what did he say? I go blank, y'all. I'm sorry. He said, "It's nothing new under the sun. It's not how you do it. It's how it's done." Sounds like a Bible verse or something. I don't know. But anyway, it's going to be big. It's going to be more names and more people to come out of that and all that. It's thought that the Fancy Bear is from it's like a Russian organization. And what's up, Brandy? I see you on Instagram. It's said that they're a Russian organization and they're trying to like shed negative attention on the United States and our USOC when they had problems in Brazil. Also, sign of the times. Now, this is the thing. A gentleman on Facebook, he posted something that was very interesting to me. And me and Desiree have been kind of like talking about it because I think it's very interesting to say who is in control there when it comes to that. Desiree, I'm about to show them this meme, and I want to hear what you have to say. And also, men and women, please put your thoughts on the bottom here because I want to hear what everybody has to say about this. It says, "My girlfriend is mad at me, but I still have to text her because if I don't give her a chance to ignore me, she's going to be even madder."
Yes.
And okay, let me stay just like this. There you go. Wave again. Now, this is my take. Well, first of all, I want to hear what you think about that.
I think that's accurate. I can think of times where me and my boyfriend have been in a fight, and it's not even so much that I'll get mad. You know what I'm saying? It's the fact I want to know that you're still thinking about me because I'm really still thinking about you because I'm mad. So, of course, I'm thinking about you. So the fact that you're not even paying me attention, will make me madder. Like, I know we had this fight last night, but I haven't heard from you all day. It's because you were mad at me. But I mean, that still doesn't mean I don't want a text from you. Mm-hmm. And when I do get that text from you, I am going to ignore you to let you know that I am still mad. So go ahead. I just put a different filter on you. Like, you look really dope now. You're in black and white. Oh, yeah.
Okay. But I mean, you're exactly right. I feel you on where you're coming from. It's just ridiculous to me because, like, okay, your words are mine. Mm-hmm. That's petty.
Right. Very petty.
Okay. So I'm in black. No, let me go back to color. I need color. It's just the worst thing ever to have to play those type of games. Mm-hmm. But I think whoever starts that game, and that's how I'll say it. Mm-hmm. The girl is starting it right here. But whoever starts that game, you're setting yourself up for something real bad.
Right.
Because think about it. He said he knows that she's mad, and this is how she's going to react to being mad.
Right.
So I have to give her the chance to be mad and get it out of her system.
Now, and this is also a thing. Women are different. We can't throw all women into the same thing. So there is a great possibility that he's jumping the broom also. Who knows what type of female she is? She might be at work and going about her day and probably has forgotten about it by now. I know a lot of women who will have a fight with their boyfriends and really forget about it. But they won't let you know they've forgotten about it. You know what I'm saying? They really don't care anymore. They do enjoy, the drama a little bit. So, but then again, that's a sliding scale. So I think he might be jumping the broom. And I think this is an interesting scenario because the question is, who's playing the mind game first? Is it him predicting what she's going to do? Does he really know her as a person that well? Or is he just putting her in a category of all women? Or is the woman playing the mind game in that we've done this before, I know what she's going to do, and that's just that? I think at the end of the day, they're just scared to be themselves. That's why we play mind games.
Oh, you hit the girl. You know what? I'm so glad we decided to do it like this because you can say stuff that I can't say. Like, if I'd have said that, it'd have been like 17 messages in my inbox. Women been cussing me out and everything like that. And also, like, if that is her trying to play a mind game, like I said earlier, she's setting herself up to be hurt. And I think a lot of women play mind games. And the reason why I say a lot of women try to play this game is because when my Facebook friend posted this, like, there was a list that long. Like, I don't know how long this is. I don't know how many people that is. But it was a list that long of women saying that they agree. Yeah. This all I'm saying. And to sum this all up, all I'm saying is that's why a lot of women get hurt, yo. Because I had a friend, prime example. I had a partner. Mm-hmm. My partner would always, like, he was different from me because I get mad and I just won't fool the chick no more. Mm-hmm. He was steadfast, and he would be able to get the chick back, say he's sorry, this, that, and the third. Then he would mess over her, and then keep on going. Like, I can't be mad at that dude because if she wouldn't have started playing the games, then maybe he wouldn't have done what he's done. Mm-hmm. That being said, it is some dudes that ain't ish off top, and they are there only to try to mess over you. So I don't know.
I think
last words.
Indeed, I think the reason why we both play these games on each other is because we assume things about each other, and then we're scared to be ourselves. So I'm assuming you're going to be this way, and so because I'm assuming you're going to be that way, I'm not going to be myself.
I can dig that. You're right. Folks need to try to be themselves, man, and not stop sending representations of each other. You can go ahead, Troy, and bring it back up, yo. Surround Sound Podcast. We thank everyone for checking in with us. Big shout out to Jay Shaw. Fahim, I'm gonna holler at you in a minute. What's up, French? I appreciate you, dude. Once again, I appreciate you, Chris. I appreciate everybody that has checked in and checking us out. What's up, Quincy? How you living, yo? Riptown is in the building. Man, great show. Also, make sure you check us out on Instagram. Make sure you check me out on my on Twitter. I got 2 new likes. Is it time for me to be quiet?
Yes.
Well, Desiree says it's time for me to be quiet, so I'll be quiet now. We'll see y'all next time next week, man. We got 2 interviews that's coming up for y'all, yo. I'm not going to let the cat out the bag yet, but we'll be back next week on more of the Surround Sound Podcast. Pinky thumb and index and twist with the wrist and do it like this. We'll be back, y'all.